China's newly formed Communist Party for a radical change that could shake China out of its lethargy. Starting in Shanghai, the Communists attempted to stir up the city's factory workers. But they were savagely suppressed by Chiang Kai-shek's forces. Those who survived fled to the countryside and were pursued across China. 80,000 set out on what came to be called the Long March. Fewer than 8,000 survived. From their camp in the caves of Yan'an, their leader Mao Zedong planned a new kind of revolution that would spring from the countryside rather than from the workers in the cities. In a short time, he said, several 100 million peasants will rise like a tornado or a tempest. During the Second World War, the Communists and Nationalists joined forces to fight the Japanese invaders. But when the war ended, a full-scale civil war between the two sides resumed. Mao promised the peasants land reform, and his troops treated them well.
When the soldiers first came to our village, I was really scared of them. I didn't even dare sleep in my room. They told me they were the People's Liberation Army, and that I shouldn't be frightened. They slept in the street and were extremely well behaved.
By the autumn of 1949, the Communists had driven the Nationalists out of all the major cities. They fled to the island of Taiwan, taking the country's gold reserves with them. Mao Zedong took over a bankrupt, devastated country and immediately set out to transform it. Mao now held more power than any leader since the emperors. He promised a China that could stand on its own feet alongside the other world powers. Mao's version of communism was to be the foundation for a purer, fairer, more progressive state than the one that had emerged in the Soviet Union. It was to be a revolution in which the peasants were to take the leading role. Activists would explain the ideas of class identity and class struggle to every village and workplace and incite the peasants to speak up against enemies of the people. Chinese were now bombarded with propaganda. Traveling projection teams took films to the remotest areas, bringing the message of active socialism.